Boom. Where am I? Ignore the hair. I gotta fix my lipstick. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Um, there we go. Thank you for joining me. I know I don't have a straightener or anything, and so my hair, yeah, I put stuff in it. Try to but it just, yeah. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you see this. Whoa, what have I been doing? Well, I went down a bloody rabbit hole about soy today and looking at soy uh because my daughter was talking with one of her naturopaths. Good morning. We're talking about soy, and then one said yes, one said no. I said no. I really don't like soy milk. It does have isoflavones, which are photoestrogens in soy, and they mimic the estrogen, and they can either with mimicking or blocking your natural estrogen within your body. Um, I mean, yes, they've said that it helps with reduce hot flashes, night sweats, and mood swings due to mild estrogen effects, but um yeah, I just don't like it. The photoestrogens may support bone density, but I think there's a lot when it comes to growing and what soy does. Soy is a huge commodity on the for trading when it comes to trading and stuff on the stock market and stuff like that. It does have concerns with thyroid and fertility and other concerns as well. Same with oat milk. Oat milk's another one. Like oat milk is horrific. Um, just the processing of the oat milk to to make the oat milk, all what the additives and everything that are in the oat milk are really horrific. And oat is what you use for fattening animals. I mean, when I see people ordering their oat latte and they think it's just so um healthy, and it's really not. It's really not. I mean, we're in this industrial complex which has taken over a lot of our food. I mean, the best, if you're going to have, I mean, if we could get raw milk, definitely, but raw milk is illegal to have. You can't even give raw milk to somebody, and you'd be charged here in Canada. Although raw milk, if you go over to Europe, is just, it's there, right? So and it is monitored in the States, but you can still get it. So raw milk is just filled with so many nutrients and goodness that it's actually really good for your gut health. And pasteurization is actually, which has made people lactose intolerant, you know? Technically, if you go deep, those are both not good for you. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I don't personally recommend it, but I mean some people like it. Hemp milk is not bad. I've had hemp milk. Um and but still it ends up being where a lot of these, they start off really good, and the next thing you know, they're it's all about promotion and product and everything else, and the bottom line in the sales. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes, you know. And same with, there's what other milk? There's so many different milks, not only with the oat milk, which is, it spikes. I mean, oat milk also does blood sugar spikes too, so it increases your insulin. So if you're diabetic and you're using oat milk, not exactly the best. I mean, if you had a choice between oat and soy, I would say go to soy before going to oat milk. If you're gonna have a choice. But there's coconut milk. I mean, it is one of the healthier alternatives. Um, raw almond milk, if it's homemade, not if it's the amount of water and everything that is used to make oat milk on an industrial level, and or almond milk, I should say, on an industrial level is just crazy. And growing the almonds in the whole bit. because I mean, you have almond groves, right? So there's so much. I mean, when you're doing this and you start looking down, it's just like, I'll just drink water. Whoops, I can't drink my water because my water has this and that. Oh my God, I need a filtration system. Oh my God, I can't afford a filtration system. I mean, it just gets fucked up, right? There's just so much that is out there. But that's not what I came to talk to you about today. No, that's not what I came to talk to you about today. I came to talk about the energies and how things are, really moving with us at this time. We have that Mercury that is moved and Mercury going off into Libra, which will be quite nice because that does give Virgo, Venus, I should say, feeling a little bit better because there'll be a nice mutual reception between the two of them. That's later on this week. But I think today, overall, you know, I'm making buns. Oh, that's good. That's nice. You're such like little Miss Betty Homemaker, doing all these things that are great for you. I'm not. I'm sitting here doing this. Um, we are at a once in a lifetime week this week. This week is as we're heading into the eclipses, and this is I do have my moon readings on sale for $30. Limited time for them. So if you're interested in getting a moon reading, and it'll come with, it'll be recorded personally for you, but it's going to have a 6 month outlook for you and looking at the next 6 months of how this moon is influencing things in your life and how they can, how they're activating them and activating things in your life. You still have a choice whether you want, I mean, the astrology is a guidance of showing you what the energy is coming in, and this is what it is. It's showing you that, yeah, this eclipse that's coming in is really going to bring you hyper aware. It's sorting, it's scanning, it's wanting solutions, it's wanting to fix things now. I mean, it's going to be in an exact opposition to Saturn and Neptune, and just, it's crazy. I just feel like it's another frequency that's setting things up. And I feel like today, it's the tenderness, and really asking for the tenderness and allowing us to take this, Virgo energy, where it wants to make the lists and do this. This is a time to just breathe, reach out, let one small thing, that you've been holding on to, just let it go. It's not freak out time and trying to control or clean up a mess that's not yours. It's not, you know, it's not up to you to do that. Or it's not as dirty as you fear it is. It's only friction. Um, the more you push the exact outcome the ego wants, I think the more you're going to find that the universe delivers growth in ways you didn't expect. So if you're pushing and you're saying, this is what I want, this is how I want it, and it's not happening. Well, that's the frequency. Those are the energies that are coming in for you. And this is really about coming into trust. Now, we also have with that Chiron is loud, it's an invitation, and with Mars in an opposition to it, don't patch words with external trophies or performative wins. This is real healing is come into this integration. And the Mercury tension, it's saying that, your mind as a servant, not a tyrant. So turn it down. There's a lot of crazy propaganda, weird things that are going on that I'm taking a very step back of a lot that's being, that's going on in the rhetoric that's going on. Um, and I'm looking at, whatever comes up on my feed and what people are saying. And it's like, what? That's not, with some people, it's like, I don't want to follow you anymore. I don't want you following me anymore kind of thing. If that's the rhetoric that you want to spew out. And I find that as these transitional times are coming in for me, I'm finding that a few people are just like, maybe even stepping away from me because it might be, what I am saying they don't align with either, which is totally okay. Um, with everything. But I think we need to really allow ourselves to really look at things. I got, this morning when I was doing some cards, I got the hangman. Hangman, it's about surrender, perspective, waiting for the changes. Now, um, we want to have like even the six of swords because the six of swords allows us to move into calmness. And as things are getting a little bit, today's not a bad day. It's nice. It's really a time for sorting and not getting ourselves overly um crazy about things, but we really have to take that time to sort things out and look at, what is in my alignment and what isn't. And I feel you can't get don't get into the rhetoric. Don't get into the chaos, right? Don't get into the loudness that is out there. And really, I find the divisions are going to be becoming even more divided than what they are. I was listening to the Canadian prepper and he had some really good points um with things. And it's it's interesting, some of the things that he was saying. I was just like, okay, that's, he doesn't do astrology, but I'm just like, oh, you're kind of talking about what astrology is doing right now, kind of thing. And I found it quite interesting with him. But it's true. Don't get into the hype. It is, we've had some horrific things that have happened in the last couple weeks. And, I feel like a lot that has been happening in the last week is sort of a somewhat of a setup for what is going to be unfolding in the next coming weeks after this new moon eclipse. I think there's going it's yeah. I've posted it, but there is some things that are going to be unfolding in the next several weeks. And as we're coming to the end of September and going into October. And the thing is, it's preparing ourselves spiritually, preparing ourselves soulfully for things so that we are not going into panic mode and we're not going into crazy mode. Um, because in doing that, it just doesn't help anybody and it doesn't help yourself. So take time today. Don't overthink things and don't overanalyze it. This isn't a week to like, if you start, it's not a week to start a relationship. It's not a week to start a new business. It's not a week to, for doing, new starts of things. This isn't a week to be doing that because you're going to find that they're not going to come to fruition the way that you would like them to come to fruition. I mean, I think it'd be a time to moodle things over, take a look at things, and just, sort of wait till things settle a little bit after the new moon solar eclipse and see where we go from there. Um, I'm just waiting to see how things turn out, especially in Parliament here in Canada. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Um, but I just want people just to be soulful. Just be soulful. Be in your prayers, be in your meditation. That's where you need to be. And if you are wanting to get a new moon reading, definitely. They're $30. Or if you want to buy me a coffee, that would be absolutely fabulous as well to help me along as I am puttering along here. Um, you know, because I haven't started the new job yet. I'll be starting that this week. So getting paid, I probably won't get paid anything till October with the job until, with payroll and everything else. Um, so it's just, yeah, it's just one of those things. So buy me a coffee, help to support, even to continue the Guru Mama going. for as long as she can till the end of February would be absolutely awesome. And then we'll see what happens from there and where things go from there. Um, and I think, a lot of things that are going through my head of, you know, maybe just keeping that Facebook the way the Facebook is, but starting um, a new one, a new alignment with starting a new Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube stations that go on to a different road to the newness that I feel like I'm going to. Because yeah, and sometimes I don't know. I think I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of trying to create, an income from this all, and starting things in a new way. Um, yeah, I think I'm at a point where in doing this for so long, and you know what? It's like putting down the racket and saying, okay, I've played the game for a long time. I'm done playing the game. I'll just finish off what I need to finish off and then go into a new direction that I'd like to go into. Um, it's just tiring. It's just tiring. That's why I haven't been posting too much in lives and stuff like that because it's tiring with everything. And I don't know. I have my thoughts, but sometimes it's like if I say things, it makes me sound like I'm a victim. But that's my projector coming out. My projector gets where it's like, okay, I've been working at this so long. Why, so many things didn't come into alignment, but there's a lot of other reasons that go behind the scenes on being proactive on creating things the way that maybe they should have been created, right? And it probably would have helped a lot more in promotion and promoting myself to doing the work that I do. Um, and also just sticking to the spirituality, to stick to spirituality and not bringing in anything else with that comes up. And that's the other part too. So I think that's a big piece too. I get very passionate when it comes to things around the affairs of the world and things like that, but then you have to come in and you have to begin to separate them. And I think that's where I'm at, where um I'm just separating it. That is what it is. And how it unfolds, it's gonna unfold okay. I I look at it, it's things are you're gonna still get up and do what you do every single day. You're still gonna get up and go to the grocery store. You're still gonna get up and be able to do some of a lot of things that you do on social media and stuff. It might change a little bit, but then so will everybody else. They'll adapt to it. And you just have to figure out your way around it. And so if people are getting scared, freaked out about, you know, things, then I'd say I just take a step back and start calling in your calling in God a lot more into your life and trusting in God instead of trusting in the outside world to make a change or a difference in your life because it's not going to make the change and the difference. And if it does, when it does, it's not going to last. It's like somebody buys their dream house and they say, "This is my dream house." And then within about 5 years, it's like, "Oh, it's not really my dream house. I really want to change this and do this, and I want to add this into it." So everything, it always changes. Like you're never satisfied with what you have within this world. But when you start to come into your spirituality, you start to see that, okay, a lot of this I really don't need. I don't have to really be stressing over this. Everything will be provided for. Another YouTuber I follow, and he's he's not a prepper at all. He's sort of like, okay, this is what I got to do, and like people were freaking. Oh, you got it. He lives in California. Oh, you got to have this and this and this on hand. And I think it was like an earthquake or something, or some tragedy or a tsunami or some shit was coming in, and he was watching. He's like, all these people are racing to the. He goes, he's a single guy. Um, to the store, and he goes, there's nothing left on the shelves and stuff like that, and he goes, oh, here, let me do a video on this, and he went around and he did a video on it, and he goes, oh, look at, I can still buy this water, oh, I can still buy this, like, and just slowly just went through it and bought whatever, and he waited till everything was basically off the shelf, but he still got what he needed. Might not have been exactly, but that's the whole thing, is that people are going to freak out over things, I got to do this and I got to, and if you're, I mean, preparedness, yes, definitely. If you can do all of that, cool. There's a lot of people in this world that just, they can't. They're just living by the seat of their pants. They don't have the food backed up, or they don't have all of this, and I'm just like, you know what, don't worry about it, you're going to be fine. Do what you can, trust in the divine, and things are going to work the way they need to work. And don't over analyze things and get your ego all in a knot, because it's really not worth it, because it just stresses you out. You don't need that stress, just saying. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I got a little bit of work to do, and we'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye bye.